Well, we have had a major crash here at Talladega right in front of us, and the car that gave us the biggest scare was Mark Martin, and we can only breathe a sigh of relief to see him get out of that thing, because he was without brakes and went a long way, hit two guardrails in the process, and finally came to rest against another guardrail and a catch fence. Others involved include Todd Bodine, Jeff Burton there in the number 8 car. Boy, let's take a look at what happened.
Here we see Todd Bodine. He's going to be involved. Now, Jeff Gordon comes down. They're going to get 3 abreast, and Todd Bodine doesn't know that. He gets touched by the 77 car of Sachs. He goes down, hits the 24 car. Sachs, the 8 car, spins, and look at all these cars behind. They got no place to go. Watch Mark Martin. He's hit someone. He has no brakes.
Hits the inside retaining wall, and then he goes out of the picture, but he goes through another. We'll see it here. Now watch him. He hits the inside retaining wall. That's the car up in the middle of your screen. Hits the Die Hard 500 sign. Shoots through a guardrail right here. Goes right on through it. Mows it down. Still at top speed, and hits another fence and then the guardrail, and finally comes to rest.
He had to be going 100 miles an hour when he hit the end of that guardrail and then went over to the second guardrail where he finally came to a stop.
That was a wild ride, and thank God he got out of there.
There are only 2 cars here in front of us that appear to be disabled besides Mark Martin. That's Bodine and Burton, and there was Mark Martin getting out of the car. He appears to be injured, possibly a little bit, but certainly good to see him get out of the car. Let's take a look at it again.
There we see Todd Bodine. He gets clipped by the 77 car. He and Jeff Gordon get together, and then now there's no place for these other guys to go. Rudd's involved. There we see Rudd going, and maybe he didn't have a whole lot of damage, but man, I tell you, Mark Martin looked like he was running 200 miles an hour going through.
I'm telling you, he
didn't
sure
slow
did.
down a lot.
Well, you remember Todd Bodine and Jeff Gordon were involved in incidents together at Daytona, and they have met again. The roof flaps on Jeff Gordon's car deployed.
Knock them back down.
And here all these cars are coming down pit road. This is the caution flag that Todd Bodine needed, wasn't it?
Yep. But his car instead is down near turn number 1, being put on a wrecker or a flatbed. Meanwhile, pit stops are being accomplished. Here's Ernie Irvin pulling in with the 3 car, and so is Greg Sachs, John Kernan.
There will be a 4-tire change for Greg Sachs. We can see a little damage on the right rear bumper. The right side's already on, left side's going on, and now let's go down to Earnhardt's pit for Jerry Punch.
First 4-tire change today we're seeing down here with Earnhardt already having gotten right side tires. Meanwhile, the car 28 also has gotten left side tires. They are down and away. Let's check back in with John Kernan.
A problem with the jack on Greg Sachs' car. They finally get the car off the ground and get the tires changed, but he'll be behind as Sterling Marlin and several others got out in front of him.
Here comes Marlin, followed by Michael Waltrip, and then Greg Sachs. Others coming out.
The tire laying right in the middle of pit road.
Yep.
There's a proven. Now there's a brave soul. There's off Dick Ritchie's car.
Loy Allen was also involved in the crash here at the start-finish line. We will be back to review it in just a moment. Again, it appears that all drivers are okay, including Mark Martin, who had a wild ride through 2 guardrails. ESPN Speed World is being brought to you by Goodyear, #1 in tires. And by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? The badly battered car of Mark Martin is pulled back to the garage area, and there's very little left in the front end of that machine. There are the cars involved in the crash. Todd Bodine, and also Loy Allen, Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Burton. And that's where his car, Mark Martin's, came to rest.
And you see, they're trying to put back up a chain link fence. Is that a brand name, or is that the type of fence? I'm not sure, but they're trying. He just ripped that baby down.
He sure did. We'll show you again what happened in real time so you can get some idea of how fast Mark Martin was going when he went through one guardrail and came to rest against another. wonder he didn't fly over that guardrail and come to land against those people down there, maybe.
Well, there's a ditch, and then, of course, the other guardrail there.
Now, this ought to be a real shot. How did that camera live through all that? Now, look.
Darrell Waltrip drove through it.
Darrell Waltrip's got to be the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Here it is from above.
Oh, Jeff Gordon, nowhere to go. Darrell on that.
There's Mark getting hit.
Twice.
Yeah.
He barely misses Darrell. Whoa, man. He couldn't have missed Darrell 2 inches. We see Rudd spinning down through there. Loy Allen. It's a black car. Is that 12?
Yes. Check out.
And now we're going to be able to see Mark across that road and into the guardrail and catch fence. And again from the in-car.
I don't see this.
Remind everybody again that we were nominated for 3 Emmy Awards a couple of weeks ago, and we won all 3 of them, and they were for technical innovation, including that type of shot that we got from the in-car camera. That is unbelievable. And hats off to everyone who works on the technical crew of ESPN Speed World. And they go to work on Jeff Gordon's car now. For those of you who visit your local racetrack and you often hear the PA announcer say, please get back away from the fence, that's the reason why. And John Kernan is with Mark.
Mark has been checked out in the infield care center. And Mark, that was one wild ride you took. Thank goodness you're okay.
Yeah, I was sure worried about it. The first impact there, I lost the brakes, which wasn't going to do me much good, but it sure is a helpless feeling coming toward that guardrail with no brakes. I know it wouldn't have slowed me down any, but I'd have sure felt a lot more normal if I'd have been able to push on the brake pedal. It scared me a little bit there. I thought that could be a bad one, but thank goodness for those roof flaps. The car didn't get upside down when it turned sideways at full speed. Thank goodness for NASCAR and the rules. It's a good run for us. We were going to have a real decent finish. We were just sitting there, you know, waiting around and stuff. And I'm proud of that Valvoline bunch. And what else can I say?
When you got out of the car, you looked like you might have rung your bell or something. Were you hurt momentarily there? Or are you okay, I guess?
I'm okay. It hurt bad. It's harder than it shows on TV.
You need one of those goodie
Hey,
shouters.
John.
Yeah.
He's talking. There's some spots he can't talk about on television. Don't you understand?
Oh, okay. I understand now, Mark, what they were talking about.
We won't discuss it, but he's okay. That's the most important thing. But a major crash has put several behind the wall. Everybody is okay. Earnhardt will be the leader when we go back to racing in just a moment.